It looks like there might be more truth to the conspiracy theories surrounding Angie Stone's passing than people initially thought, and it's just as disturbing as many feared. Now, fans are starting to believe that Tyler Perry could be caught up in the middle of it all. People remember when Tyler showed up at Angie Stone's funeral and used the moment to call out the music industry. He didn't hold back, speaking on how black artists are often used, underpaid, and robbed of what they truly deserve. While many agreed with the points he raised, not everyone was impressed. Monique, for one, didn't waste time calling him out. She reminded the public that this is the same Tyler Perry who allegedly blackballed her for refusing to work for free. So a lot of folks saw his speech as hypocritical. Now fans are connecting the dots and speculating that Tyler may be involved in a larger cover-up related to Angie's death. But how exactly would he be tied to this? And has he really been working against the black community all along? Angie's death shook people not just because it was tragic, but because it seemed to come out of nowhere. Many fans felt like the details just didn't add up. Sure, car accidents happen, but this one felt off. Angie had reportedly just been in a minor accident, and not long after, she was hit by a semi-truck. What made things even stranger was that she was the only person who died. Nobody else involved appeared seriously hurt. Statistically, that's incredibly rare, and it raised a lot of red flags. Enter Jaguar Wright. She wasted no time speaking out, claiming Angie's death wasn't just an accident, but something much darker. According to her, Angie had gotten too close to some powerful people in the industry and was ready to expose the truth. Jaguar suggested it was a sacrifice. That Angie was silenced before she could speak out.
What do they want?
What do you mean? They want their payment. They want their pound of flesh. They want you to keep feeding the system. Doesn't matter how hard she worked for it. That's not her money. That's their money. That's what they do. They've been robbing me for years.
Yep.
They stole more money from me than they stole from Angie. I can't stop thinking about Nick Carter and Aaron Carter. I can't stop thinking. Brother in the Illuminati, brother not in the Illuminati. Brother in the Illuminati commits all kinds of heinous crimes against women, and he's okay, but his brother's gone. And all he wanted was his money so he could push on. Like, how many of these things have to happen in front of the public? Of course they're going to attack, I'll be sure. Of course they're going to attack me. Of course they're going to attack anybody who's interested in the truth. Of course they're going to come at us really hard for that first 72 hours. Make sure we stop posting, or at least get us flagged from being able to go live, so nobody thinks about the details of the fact that we just watch Angie Stone get moved around in real time on her son.
When Jaguar Wright spoke out, it sparked serious conversation. People started connecting the dots, and the more they thought about it, the more things just didn't add up. On March 1st, 2025, Angie Stone and her team were heading back from a Mardi Gras event in Alabama. They'd been filming out there, but had taken a quick break to enjoy the celebration. It was supposed to be a fun, low-key trip, a moment to relax before diving back into work. They were cruising down I-65, and everything seemed fine, until out of nowhere, their van flipped. Just like that, everyone inside was shaken up, but miraculously, no one seemed to be seriously injured. It was terrifying, but they had all made it out, or so it seemed. Before anyone even had time to process what had just happened, things took a devastating turn. A semi-truck came barreling toward them and slammed directly into the overturned Sprinter van at full speed. The impact was catastrophic. The van was crushed. Angie didn't survive. She was the only one who died that night. Her team, her loved ones, and fans everywhere were left heartbroken and confused. At first, it was seen as nothing more than a tragic accident, a horrible, freak series of events. But as time passed, people started looking closer. Something about it just didn't sit right. The details started to feel too strange, too coincidental. And then came the Instagram post, just weeks before the crash. Angie had hinted at something big. She wrote, "I've just discovered something that's been hidden in the dark for too long. My publishing was stolen. And guess what? I know exactly who did it. But don't get it twisted. I'm coming for you. All the dogs who thought they could take what's mine. Trust, I'm ready. Just like Jamie Foxx said, what had happened was, well, now it's my turn to share my testimony. It's a new chapter, and you can bet the truth is coming to light. Stay tuned. It felt heavy, real, and the timing? Way too suspicious. She had just started calling out UMG. Then suddenly, she was gone. It didn't feel like coincidence. It felt calculated. And then came the darkest twist, the most chilling part of all. According to someone who survived the crash, Angie didn't die in the initial wreck. She made it out. A woman at the scene even helped her climb out of the van. But before she could get to safety, the semi-truck appeared, out of nowhere. And that's when she was hit. That detail shook people to their core. Because if that's true, then this wasn't just a tragic accident. It was something else entirely.
Reporting. People are reporting hearing pop, pop, pop before the crash. Sounds like we may have a case of road rage. Either one, road rage, or two, you know what. Now, it seems that the pop, pop, pop may have been to the tires, and that will cause the van to lose control.
If you think that's wild, hold on, because it gets even deeper. Someone who was in the van with Angie Stone claims the driver was speeding recklessly. When Angie asked him to slow down, he ignored her and actually sped up instead. According to reports, Sharita Murphy, one of the 8 people traveling with Angie that night, shared her thoughts on Facebook, writing, "We are blessed to be alive." She credited Angie's calm demeanor during the terrifying moments, but also revealed that the driver's dangerously fast driving caused Angie to speak up. He refused to listen, and moments later, the van flipped 3 times before being struck by an 18-wheeler, an impact that tragically claimed Angie Stone's life. And then there's the context. Angie had been very vocal in the weeks leading up to her death. She was publicly calling out powerful figures in the industry, accusing them of stealing her publishing rights and hinting at a major legal battle. She made it clear she was ready to expose the truth. With all of this in mind, fans can't help but question, was this really just a tragic accident? Or could her sudden suspicious death be tied to the royalty fight and the people she was preparing to take on? Because, let's be real, this wouldn't be the first time an artist mysteriously lost their life after challenging the industry's most powerful players. Even Tyler Perry, during her funeral, seemed to hint at this possibility when he unleashed a scathing critique of the industry and how it mistreats Black artists. His speech raised eyebrows and even more questions.
You gotta forgive me because I'm angry at the way she was treated. I did not know all the things that she was going through. Recently, I found out because I'm not on Instagram. I'm not being hooked and manipulated by an algorithm telling me what to think and how to feel. So I don't see everything. But to think that this woman was in the business for all of these years. There's a difference between performing because you want to and performing because you have to. All of those years, all of those songs, all of that money that was owed to her, where is it? It's wrong. It is wrong. And I'm tired of seeing us struggle and go through things and work hard and not reap the benefits of what we were supposed to reap. But you gotta be careful when you start mistreating people, especially children of God, because the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And I'm gonna tell you something, this woman was a prophet. She prophesied and preached her own eulogy. What am I talking about? In her song, No More Rain in This Cloud, she says, my sunshine has come. And I'm all cried out. There's no more rain in this cloud. And many of you may not know this, but I'm a pilot. And when you are a pilot, the first thing you study is the weather. And I learned about clouds. And what a cloud is particles, air and particles. And when the rain gets in that cloud and the particles get too heavy, it becomes to rain. It drops to the ground. It falls. It is just like our souls. We hold so much in. and we hold so much pain, we hold so much that it has to come out of our eyes as tears. But the beauty of what she was talking about is when a cloud has no more tears, it dissipates, it's gone. But if you listen to that song again, there's a part that I want you to really, really listen to. She said, what goes around comes around.
At first, everyone seemed to be on Tyler Perry's side, especially after his powerful speech at Angie Stone's funeral, where he called out the music industry for exploiting and underpaying Black artists. But then Monique stepped in, and things took a turn. She wasn't having it. In a powerful open letter, Monique called Tyler out for what she saw as blatant hypocrisy. She wrote, "Dear Tyler Perry, I recently watched your heartfelt speech at Angie Stone's funeral, where you expressed frustration over her mistreatment by the music industry. It struck both me and my husband Sydney as poignant, but also made us reflect on some unsettling discrepancies in your actions toward me. 1. You expressed outrage over Angie's mistreatment, yet labeled me difficult to work with, even though we've never worked together. How can you condemn others for mistreatment when you've done the same? And let's not forget, we have audio of you admitting you were wrong. 2. You asked, where's the money she's owed? Well, where's my public apology, the one you promised back in 2016? The false narrative you pushed helped blacklist me, costing my family tens of millions. Where's our restitution? 3. You spoke about deserving benefits and fair treatment, yet you asked me to promote Precious for free, no contract, no compensation. That's a double standard, Tyler. 4. You said we need to treat children of God with love and care. As a man of faith, where is your responsibility to act with love and truth? You promised me an apology years ago. I'm still waiting. Unlike the music industry execs you criticized, we have proof, audio receipts of your actions. So, shouldn't you be held accountable too? In closing, I hope your words at Angie's funeral weren't just performance. I hope they move you to correct the wrongs done to me and my family. You have the power to make it right. Mick dropped. And just like that, the tide turned. Fans started to question Tyler's motives. Many now believe that his fiery speech at Angie's funeral was nothing more than a distraction, a way to deflect attention from his own alleged involvement. By pretending to stand with the victims, he could frame himself as one of the good guys and avoid suspicion. But fans aren't buying it anymore. They're connecting the dots, and it feels like only a matter of time before Tyler gets officially linked to Angie's death. And if that connection ever becomes public, CO, Hollywood's house of cards could come crashing down. But I want to hear what you think. Are we reaching? Or is there something more going on here? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video.